quelque chose à dire, mon minou? Let me introduce you to Lux, my male black cat. T'es beau. Oui. Prends ton poil, hein? Some people say that to be happy in your life is that you have to learn to love yourself. You just have to love yourself. Okay, yeah, it's true, but how do you do that? You just have to accept who you are. Okay? How do you do that? Especially if there's stuff in your life you're not proud of. I'm always talking in a general kind of way, not something really dark or really big. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just a normal person with a rebellious mind once in a while. And when I was feeling down and I was not going that great, people just say, hey, you have to love yourself, accept who you are. How do you do that? Especially when you cannot look at yourself in the mirror because you don't like what you see. You don't like the face you have. You don't have all the defect that you see. And there's stuff that you're not proud of, like, I don't know, that's something, choices in your life that made you go down instead of putting yourself higher, or things that you sent to someone by mistake or by not wanting to be hurtful consciously. How do you love yourself? Throughout all your life, that you're 20, 30, 40, 50, almost 60, there will always be a moment that you will question yourself. The ones that don't question themselves, or they're superficial in their way of seeing life, or they're really they really achieved the wisdom of life, of loving themselves, and they have that deep connection. Like, I envy them a little bit, a lot. But I saw also some supposed connected people that they're not that happy. Like, don't compare your life with what you see on social media. Most of the time it's a lie. It's easy to prepare a setup and to, hey, hi, how are you? Yes, life is good, I'm rich. Maybe they are, maybe they're not that much, because hey, we like to see good stuff and nice stuff. So what you gonna do to receive all kinds of likes and everything? You're gonna pretend, you're gonna make a theater masterpiece, a modern one. But deep inside, are they really proud of what they're doing, of what they're saying, or of the goal that they achieved? Maybe yes, maybe not all the time, and maybe they cheated in some way that at one point it's gonna catch up to them sooner or later, sometimes later than sooner, but life is like that. But let's come back to us, between us. I heard the advice to look at yourself in the mirror when you don't like to look at yourself in the mirror, and that you don't like to take selfie, and you don't like yourself on pictures, to look yourself in the mirror, it's not always evident. Really not. Especially if in your low mind of set, or a low mood, I would say. Like, for example, for a while you were so down, you just laid in front of the TV and you just ate junk like chocolates, chips, whatever, and then you gain weight, and then you're not happy about it. Nothing you can do about it. Something you can do about it. First you stop that, but like when you're trying to take control of yourself and you look yourself in the mirror, you don't like it. You don't like what you see. You're not proud of what you just did. So you're hiding from the mirror, you're hiding from the camera, and you continue to do whatever you were doing in your corner, and everything's gonna get worse. Like, just accept where you are at the moment. Don't be proud of it, but don't put yourself to blame. Yes, it's always our fault, whatever we're doing, but don't, it's not the time to put the blame. It's not by blaming yourself that you're gonna help yourself. Let's say if you meet, if you, maybe you know someone like that in your life, someone, let's say, younger than you, and you see that the person is struggling and was not lucky to find job, lucky in the studying, because the person worked so hard to study, and everything fell apart. Is not lucky in love, is not lucky in anything. Are you gonna look at that person like saying, hey, you ugly kid, what are you doing? Like, you're good for nothing, blah blah blah. Maybe people said that to you. How did you feel? You didn't like it, eh? So if you, knowing everything like this and knowing where the person has been through, you're not gonna put them down more. You're gonna say, hey, listen, yes, you're in a bad place, but there's a way to help you out. And then you're gonna or encourage them or make them talk. Maybe it's just talking that they need, or you're gonna try to make them be the better version of themselves. So why don't you do that with you, with yourself? Like when you look at yourself in the mirror, okay, like I'm taking me as an example because I like to talk about people like everybody else, but stuff like that, I talk about me from what I know, what I personally experienced. It's like looking at myself in the mirror, looking at all those wrinkles coming, like I gained weight, I lost weight, I gained weight, I lost weight, and of course with age, everything is, the gravity, like everything comes down. White hair, gray hair, the texture of the hair, gaining weight. If I stop myself at what I see like that, I'm gonna go hide for real. I'll never go out again, and I won't talk to you. I will not talk to anybody, only my cats. But if you look at yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror, to love yourself, you can see whatever defect you have that you don't like, and the look and whatever, but look at yourself eye to eye and just rewind the movie of your life, what you've been through, all the pain you've been through, maybe the stuff that you didn't do good. Well, why did you do that? How did you feel? What happened? How did you struggle? How hard you tried, even though for most people it could be nothing what you did, but for you it was a lot. What would you say to another person that went through all that? You wouldn't put them down. You would say, hey, I know what you've been through. I understand. I understand you. And just for that, for what you've been through, and you're still standing, I'm proud of you. You're maybe not at the place that you wanted to be at the age that you have, but you could have been worse. You could have been better, but you could have been worse. And maybe if you were bad, you could do better. You could do better. There's always space. There's always room for... There's always room to work on us, on ourselves, and do a better... to make a better outcome than where we're going, we're heading. Someone said, I saw on TikTok, someone, like, I see so many things, I cannot recall who did where, when, what, but I saw on TikTok at one point that they say, you know, look at yourself in the mirror, and you know, when you high five someone, it's like, yeah, we got this, yes, we can do it, you can do it, or I can do it, or whatever. Why don't you high five yourself in the mirror? Not high five in the face. It's not by slapping yourself in the face in the mirror that everything's gonna go better. And don't high five too hard, because depending of the quality of the mirror that you're looking at, it's not the time to break a mirror, right? Just trying to joke a little bit over here. So try that. And let's say you do it every morning, or every time you go, let's say in the bathroom, or that you pass in front of a mirror. Of course, when you're alone, usually we're alone in the bathroom, but anyway, I digress. Do that exercise, just a few seconds. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I know what you've been through. I'm proud of you. Continue the good work. And continue to work. Maybe it's not that good what you're working. Whatever you're thinking, because it's hard to say nice things to ourselves. But you say, hey, continue. Like, high five. We got this. And then do silly faces in the mirror, just to put your face higher, like not letting it go down. Try that. And even what I can suggest could be a good exercise for you. Know all those nice compliments that you can say to other people, or the nice compliments that you wish someone would tell you. Write them in a small piece of paper. One piece of paper per compliment. And you can do 10, 20, 50, 300, like you can do for one paper every day. Put that in a jar, and every day pick up one. And when you start your day, that you go out or you stay in the house, no matter what, you take one every day, you read it, and keep that compliment in your mind the whole day, and put it back in the jar in case it comes back again. Only nice stuff. And you write on those papers. Just try that. At the beginning you will feel silly, but after that you will see that it's gonna build a strength inside you. Maybe slowly, maybe fast, who knows. But like this, it's to give yourself pieces of love. If you cannot love yourself right away, start by small pieces like this to build. You know, you don't build a building one shot deal. You go brick by brick, layers by layers. So you can do that. You can go faster if you want. I'm not stopping you, but at least start somewhere. And even if you don't know, I'm pretty sure that somewhere, someone really do love you. Maybe they don't tell you, maybe you were an inspiration for them without you knowing. You would be surprised. I've been surprised a few times like that in my life. 2-3 people were looking up at me while I was feeling that low. So if I can inspire some people, you can too. Who knows? So please, start building the love for yourself.